BDD is at the heart of my preferred approach to software development. It adds significant value in a number of different ways, but it's easy to miss the point and so end up with less value than you otherwise could. There's more to BDD than meets the eye. It's not just about calling tests specifications and writing those specifications in Gherkin with SpecFlow or Cucumber. You can do BDD without doing any of these things, and doing these things doesn't mean that you're doing BDD. For me, the core idea here is that we aim to separate the specification of our systems from their implementation. We want to describe what we'd like our system to do without saying anything at all about how it does it, as far as we can at least. If we can do this, we gain some huge advantages. It means that we need to be able to describe clearly what our system needs to do. So we need to collaborate with people who understand the problem that we're working on. We need to record what we learn from these collaborations in a way that helps us to steer our development efforts effectively. So we need to establish a way of describing our needs. It would be nice if when we expressed a need like that, we could talk about it in a fairly consistent way. You could think of this consistent way as a kind of domain-specific language that allows us to express ideas of what our software should do. It would be wonderful if every time we described what we'd like our software to do, we used our domain-specific language in a consistent way. You may think of this as a kind of ubiquitous language for expressing those ideas in our problem domain. I'm sure that the domain-driven designers won't mind too much. If we described what we'd like our system to do in a domain-specific language like that, we could then think of some examples that demonstrate that our system did actually do what we wanted it to. If our language was consistent, we could automate it. We could use it to describe these examples in a way that defines the outcomes that we're aiming for, creating executable specifications for what we're aiming to achieve. If we then guide our development from those specifications, we're much less likely to miss our target. We're less likely to lose focus and build the wrong thing.